Hey, what's up guys, I'm back with another Galaxy S20 Plus video, and this time we will see how does it feel to use Galaxy S20 Plus after 1 year. After the launch of Galaxy Note 20 series, the price of Galaxy S20 series has reduced considerably and will decrease further in January 2021 once the Galaxy S21 series arrives. Galaxy S20 Plus can now be bought for as low as $750 or 50,000 Indian rupees, or even for 37,000 rupees in the used phone market, and is still a bang for the buck. I have compared it to many premium smartphones on my channel, and Galaxy S20 Plus emerged as a clear winner, be it camera or gaming test. And the newest one is I compared my Galaxy S20 Plus to the latest Apple flagship iPhone 12 Pro Max, and S20 Plus performed really well. You can watch the video by clicking on the card on the top right corner. Galaxy S20 Plus is running on Android 10 with One UI 2.5, and Android 11 with One UI 3.0 has already started rolling out in many parts of the world. Samsung has been quite consistent in providing timely software updates on its flagship smartphones. One UI has improved a lot in the last couple of years, and it's a huge upgrade over the TouchWiz OS which Samsung provided in their phones till Galaxy S9 Plus. I have used Galaxy S20 Plus for quite some time now, and one thing I like about this phone is that it's a beast and can handle any task easily. There's no lag or slowdown. I'm still getting 13 hours of battery backup with full day Wi-Fi, WhatsApp, Facebook, Instagram and some YouTube usage, and that's pretty good for a year-old device which has a 4500 mAh battery. S20 Plus can easily last for a day with normal usage on single charge. It also supports fast charging and comes with a 25W charger out of the box and can charge from 0 to 54% in just 30 minutes, so that's quick. Design-wise, the phone looks premium from the front with punch-hole curved display and aluminium frame, but I'm not in the favor of the back panel design, as it is similar to all the A and M series phones which are much cheaper, but the quality is top-notch and it has Gorilla Glass 6 protection at the front and the back. It's also IP68 certified, water and dust resistant. At the bottom is the mic, Type-C USB port and speaker grill. The lock and the volume buttons are on the right side. At the top is the secondary mic, and hybrid dual SIM card slot means you can insert a SD card of up to 1 TB as well. At the back is a quad camera setup and LED flash. At the front is a single punch-hole selfie camera and earpiece which also acts as a speaker, as this phone has stereo speakers. Talking about performance, it is still a power pack performer and can handle latest high-end games without any issue. Galaxy S20 Plus is powered by Exynos 990 chipset with an octa-core processor and Mali G77 MP11 GPU globally, whereas in USA it is powered by Snapdragon 865 chipset with an octa-core processor and Adreno 650 GPU. Mine is the Exynos dual SIM variant, and only downside of the Exynos variant is that the battery backup and performance is slightly less compared to the Snapdragon variant. Galaxy S20 Plus is available in only one storage and RAM option, 128GB paired with 8GB of RAM. You can play high-end games on this phone without any issue. There's no lag or frame drops, and the games run on high graphics. And it's a delight for PUBG lovers as well, as this phone can run PUBG at HDR mode with Ultra FPS. And if you want extreme FPS, then you can select smooth mode and then select extreme FPS. The graphics look stunning, the game runs smoothly, there's no stuttering or graphic loading issue of objects that are far away. And since it has a 120Hz refresh rate display and 240Hz touch sampling rate, the gaming experience is further enhanced. But the only downside is that while playing PUBG, it gives just 5 to 6 hours of battery backup. And you will be shocked to know that iPhone 11, which is 6 months older than Galaxy S20 Plus, can run PUBG on HDR mode with extreme FPS. So iPhone 11 is a bit better in terms of gaming experience, and it's available at the same price point. If you want to see my in-depth comparison between Galaxy S20 Plus and iPhone 11, you can watch the video by clicking on the card on the top right corner. And since Galaxy S20 Plus has a glass and metal body, it heats up slightly while gaming, but that's not a big issue as most of the glass and metal phones heat up while gaming, but that doesn't affect their performance. And for all those social media addicts, social media apps like Snapchat and Instagram works flawlessly as they should on a flagship smartphone. The filters load quickly, there isn't any lag or anything, and same goes with Instagram. Instagram works without any issue, there's no frame drop or lag while scrolling through pages. And since it has a 120Hz refresh rate, the scrolling and swiping looks buttery smooth. Now talking about the camera, Galaxy S20 Plus has a quad camera setup, a 12MP f1.8 aperture wide-angle camera with dual-pixel face detection autofocus and optical image stabilizer, a 64MP f2.0 aperture 1.1x telephoto zoom lens with face detection autofocus and optical image stabilizer, a 12MP f2.2 aperture ultra-wide-angle camera with super steady video and a 0.3 megapixel time-of-flight 3D sensor. There are tons of features in the stock camera like Pro mode, HDR, panorama, live focus with depth intensity adjustment, single take mode for boomerang and all, food mode, night mode, hyperlapse, AR doodle and ultra wide angle mode. The best ones are 960 fps super slow motion video and background blur for video with effects. You can shoot 8K videos up to 24 fps and 4K videos up to 60 fps and also have super steady video mode. At the front is a 10 megapixel f2.2 aperture selfie camera with dual pixel face detection autofocus which can shoot 4K videos up to 60 fps and 120 fps slow motion video. You also get live focus, AR stickers, AR animoji, filters, beauty mode and wide angle mode in the selfie camera as well. So let's check out some camera samples. Galaxy S20 Plus has a powerful camera and that's evident looking at the camera samples. The colors look saturated, there are loads of details and the daytime pictures on this device are just phenomenal. And the ultra wide angle mode is also useful for capturing some good shots. Portraits are great whether it's a portrait of a human being or an object. HDR works without any issue, the details of the sky and the foreground are well maintained. Indoor shots in artificial lighting conditions are nice and the intelligent camera mode bumps up the colors for better looks. The low light performance is outstanding and even in extremely dark conditions, the night mode can help you to capture some good shots. Selfie camera is better than its predecessors, the HDR works well and skin tones are well maintained. For security, it comes with in-display fingerprint scanner which is quite fast and secure. It also has face unlock which is not as fast as its competitors and it's not secure either. Watching videos on Samsung phones has always been great thanks to their AMOLED displays, and it's true with Galaxy S20 Plus as well. Galaxy S20 Plus has a 6.7-inch dynamic AMOLED 2x display with 1440 by 3200 resolution and 525 ppi density. The display is crisp, colors are saturated and the contrast ratio is just amazing. This phone also supports HDR10 Plus content. Being a dynamic AMOLED display, the viewing angle is also great by the way. So that was all about Galaxy S20 Plus, and to sum up in the end whether you should buy Galaxy S20 Plus in 2021, then yes, it's still a powerful smartphone which you can use for high level gaming. It can easily do your daily tasks and has a decent battery backup as well. And it's still a much better choice than premium Chinese smartphones with better processors but no proper optimizations. And its price will decrease further once the Galaxy S21 series arrives. If you have any query about this phone or any other smartphone, please let me know in the comment section below. If you enjoyed the video, do hit the like button. Also don't forget to click the subscribe button and press the bell icon to get updates on our new video uploads. Also follow me on Instagram on techbuzz.insta page and techbuzz Facebook page. We will be back with another video soon. Till then, stay tuned.